The reason why you're not losing weight, part 2.
You want something? Go get it. Period.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole. If you are new, thanks so much for clicking on today's video. So today's video is another why you're not losing weight video. This is part 2. I might even keep making parts whatever because I keep getting more and more inspiration from videos on, it just clicks and I'm like, yes, why you guys are not losing weight, because it is like so stinking true. First, I saw this video over on Instagram, the sober bodybuilder, his name is Brad. If you're not following him, I will link his information down below. His story is incredible, but he's just super funny. And I love his little skits that he posts on his reels of him dressing up like his character Sheen and all the mistakes that she makes while on her weight loss journey. They're so funny, but they are so accurate, and I just absolutely love them. So he just posted one not long ago that was titled, "Avoid These Macro Tracking Mistakes." And he was like, my coach always tells me that I'm doing things wrong. I just call it a day in the life of Sheen, which is his character. And she proceeds to go on and tell you all the things that her coach is calling her out for and why you shouldn't do it. But she's like, I don't know why he keeps calling me out for this. And it's like, yes, girl, we know why. But so many of y'all are making the same exact mistakes on your journey. I see it so many times, and so many of y'all are just oblivious that you're even doing it, and then want to know why the scale reflects the way it does while you're not seeing progress. And I've mentioned this in many videos here lately because it's just been a common theme, and a lot of messages that have involved this particular theme is it's you that's holding you back. It's you that's causing you not to progress in your journey. And until you face what you are actually doing and how you're the problem, you're not gonna go past that hump and go anywhere else. Let's look at some of the mistakes that Sheen is making and how you guys can avoid them as well. The first one he talks about is the bite on the way to the scale. How many of these reels have you seen where they put like a Cheeto on a scale and it comes up as like, you know, 0, and they take a bite and they put another Cheeto on a scale and take a bite and they're like, it weighs nothing, so there's no calories in it.
Oh, hey guys, wanted to talk to you guys today about what my coach calls the biggest macro tracking mistakes. I just call them a day in the life of Sheen. First one is the bite on the way to the scale. He always tells me to weigh my foods, and before I put them on, perfect amount, and then I take one more for the road. I always do that every time. It's too many calories. I won't track those.
So she's taking, as she's walking to the scale with the bag of crackers or chips, she's taking some bites of it before she even weighs it out. When you're weighing it out, you put a little extra, you're like, no big deal. Like, I was only supposed to have 100 grams. It's 150. That doesn't matter. It matters. Like, to the gram. I know a lot of you guys like look at me like I'm crazy, but when you do that constantly throughout the day, that extra gram here and there, ounce, it adds up big time. And that's why you're not seeing the success on the scale or in your journey, because you are not being accurate with your nutrition. The next one is drinking your calories. So he talks about the coffee. So I know a lot of you guys are coffee drinkers and you like to add all your additives to it, but a lot of you guys are just eyeballing it and not weighing it out. When she pours the coffee, she pours like the entire cup. There's like no coffee in it. It's like all creamer. Eyeball it. It's no big deal. It is a big deal. It could be hundreds of calories, especially you guys that are using like heavy cream and stuff like that. You've got to weigh out that stuff. You could be drinking hundreds of calories and thinking you're drinking like 50 calories and not even know it. That includes the same thing if you were an alcohol drinker with mix-ins, if you were drinking regular sweetened drinks and not drinking 0-calorie stuff. All that liquid calories adds up big time. So you might think that you're only eating 1,600 calories a day, but you're not even adhering to all the liquid calories that you're ingesting in your body. You've got to weigh and track it.
The second one I do almost every morning is when I make my cup of joe. He always tells me like, measure this out, and I just go like this, see? This says it has 63 servings, but literally I go through it in a week, so whatever.
I thought it was hysterical when she looked at the back and it said whatever, there's 63 servings, but I go through this in a week, is because she's using like half a bottle in every freaking cup of coffee. The next one's so funny. He brings in his real son, Dominic, and was like, hey, I need assistance for this one. And he's like, oh, snack time with my kid when I'm preparing my kids' meals and my kids' snacks. And I just take licks and bites while I'm making their food and while they're eating. I'll take a bite here and there. Oh, I gotta make sure it's good. I need to take a bite before I give it to my kid. I see a lot of you guys do this a lot, and not just like with your kids, but like occasions, like you'll take random licks and bites and just not even be adherent to what you're actually doing and thinking that you didn't even eat, but you've already had hundreds of calories, little bites and licks that you didn't even account for.
Okay, Dominic, can you come in for this next one? Hi, little kid. Good. Hi. When I'm feeding my kid his snack, I'll just go like this. Oh, tastes super good. I do that about 3 or 4 times between feeding him. He wants a donut. Hopefully, again, just gotta make sure they taste good before. It's good. You wanna try it? Do you want Sheena to have a bite? Okay. So they're called BLTs. I do them all day long. You should try it at home.
I thought that was spot on from him, and I was so happy that he included that in this segment. And also at the end, she says, you know, my coach tells me that with all the mistakes that I'm making, I'm probably 300 to 400 calories over my deficit where I need to be per day. And he says, I just think that that's real life. I just call that real life. It's no big deal. I'm still going to complain to my coach every week when the scale goes up and I see no results.
My coach tells me the estimated calories is probably 300 to 400 daily, which keeps me on my deficit, but I don't think it's a problem. I think it's called real life, and I'll still continue to complain when I'm not seeing the results I'm after. So, ciao.
I know that sounds like this is a whole parody and it's funny, but this is real life. What I see all the time from people and clients is that they don't want to live up to themselves and face themselves to what they're doing to hold themselves back from seeing success in their weight loss journey. And until you do that, guys, you're not going to be honest with yourself, and you shouldn't be upset with your coach or anybody that has made macros for you or whatever and expect a different macro plan or a different coaching plan, workout plan, because that's not the problem. The problem is the things that you are doing day to day and implementing that are skewing you from whatever program and macros that are set from you and holding you back from seeing results at all. I mentioned it earlier, but a lot of people are going to say this, is that I adhere to my macros 90% of the time, but I do want to have an occasion and go off here and there. It's okay for you to do that if you're going to go off for one meal and have the rest of the day be tracked and planned. But when you have occasions and, you know, Friday afternoon comes and you just open a bottle of wine and then the whole bottle's empty, and then the next day you have a party and a birthday and you just spiral the whole weekend, and then you're back to square one on Monday, and it just becomes a yo-yo of you losing the same 5-6 pounds every single week, and you never actually get over that hump, that plateau, and get anywhere else progressively forward. What you put in is what you get out. So the more that you put in, the more consistent that you are, the more results that you're going to see, guys. But let's be honest with ourselves, brutally honest with ourselves on what you are doing that may be holding your progress up. I hope this video was eye-opening. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much to Brad for putting out this content. It is awesome. I thoroughly enjoy his content over on Instagram. Go and check him out. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. That helps me out so much, and I appreciate you taking the time to do so. I'd love to have you a part of the family. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure the bell is clicked so you don't miss a future upload from me. This video I also made ahead of our shred that's coming up, our 6-week challenge that will be open for enrollment on Monday, April 3rd. I have a video posting 8 a.m. Central Standard Time with the links and all the information. So if you've been interested in that, make sure that you have your bell clicked so you get that notification on Monday. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope y'all have an awesome day and an awesome week, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.